Welcome. I was gonna make a little short video updating on the chop saw table here. The cheap, easiest way I know to do this, to have your measure tape on here, is I went on Amazon. I bought this ribbon tape. This stuff is, I think, 120 inches long. Yeah, it's 100. It'll measure up to 120 inches. It's got centimeters and millimeters and all that on the backside, but I only needed it to go to 96, 8 feet. But 120 is what I found. It was cheap. I think I bought 5 of these for $5, $8, something like that. They're on Amazon. But I'd already measured, and I knew that this board was 10 inches, as you can tell, to right there. And I just put the 10-inch mark, and I took my little air stapler and back your pressure off. I put mine on about 50. If you don't, it'll do like that and blow straight through it. That was the first one. I forgot to do it. But do that and go down through here and put it every few inches or so, and the wind and all won't blow it up. And then what I do is, again, on my stuff, I don't have to be dead precise. I do wish, looking back, I'd have slid it over towards the edge a little bit more. This is close enough. And as you can tell, I got a 45 here, and I got my mark. And all I do is, my stop block is, I get me a long board. You ain't got to have it this long, but 12 inches or something. Put you a couple screws in there like that. You can screw it in, screw it out. Will it wear it out? Absolutely. You can clamp this if you want, but we're doing rough cut, and I cut a lot at the same time. Like this 45 inches right here, I mean, I'm liable to slam a board up against that 40 times in a row before I move it. So I try to saw everything I need that is 45 inches at one time, and for a week or 2 weeks, whatever, like that 45 inches is those short 2x6s. That's 3 foot 9 inches, and that's what I need for the bracing. Like, I got a 6 foot piece here, and then I got a 3 foot 9 here, and it accounts for the 1.5 inch 2x6 here and the 1.5 inch 2x6 here. Well, I got 5 bases cut out right here. That's what I did this weekend. That's a complete set. You can put 5 bases together on a shoot house. Well, then the next thing I'll do is, for my shoot house, I'll take these 2x4s here, and I'll probably do my 7 foot or 7.5 foot, one of the two, and do that. And I'll cut all them 2x6s, and whatever my cutoffs are, I'll slide them right underneath there. If they're like 4 foot, 3 foot, 2 foot, I try to have me some sort of organization. And then once I get all my 7 foot stuff cut, I'll cut enough for 5 shoot houses, because that's what I got designed out. And then once I get all my 7.5 cut, I'll move my block here to 7 feet. And once I get all them cut out, I'll move it to my what is it? I think 69 inch is my next one. I'll move it to cut my 2x4s, and that goes across my front and my back, my lateral, my runners to put my siding on and all. And I'll cut every single one of them I need. I'll get my numbers. I think it takes 6 or 7 per shoot house of the 69 inches. And what I do is, I work from my longest board to my shortest board. So I start at my 7.5, then I go to my 7 foot, then I'll go to my 69s, and then I can just work my way down my marks and just go down. Then I can pick it up off the floor, cut up everything I got that'll make say a 48 inch board, And if it won't make a 48-inch board, if it'll make a 45 or whatever, you know, I got a bunch of different marks on here. But one thing I do like about having it like this and it wider is I can actually mark with a pencil the marks that I need, and I can come back and do it. And I'm gonna try to come up with me a system here. I may come back and put me a screw me a 2x4 or something right here, so I got a ledge, and plane it down or something and write on it what I need and how many I need per shoot house. Then it'll be easy. Okay, I need 4 of them that are 48 inches and I'm building 5 of them, so 4 times 5 is 20, you know, and just do like that. But this right here, just from having this set up, me cutting these this weekend, it made it so much faster. 2x6s are heavy. I have a few 2x6s still over here. I know this all looks jumbled up and everything. We're gonna clean it up here before long. But instead of pulling the 2x6s and stacking them here, then me having to pull them back off, do that, all I did was whenever I got done sawing them on the sawmill, I shut the mill down. I pulled off my boards, brought them right over here, cut them to length. And I cut all my, I made sure I had my 10 6-footers cut, and then I got to cutting my 45s, I think it is. Yeah, 45s. Then I cut, there's 25 of them because it takes 5 of them, 5 shoot houses, 25. After I got all them cut, I threw all my 6-foots right over there, and then I stacked all them up, and I said, well, there's plenty of room. The help can come in tomorrow, lay them all out, nail them all together, and once he gets that done and them braced up, he can take them and put them outside and get them out the way. I still got a bunch of edging and stuff to do, and a whole bunch of trim. I did this weekend. I cut, if you can see up there, that is, I think, 2 logs of trim right up here on the hill. And those 2 logs should do 2 or 3 shoot houses at least. And I cut, I think that's 2 more logs right there. They're not big logs, but I only need them like 8 feet long. If I don't want to cut no more trim no longer than that, because to me it's sort of a waste, because all we do is we stand them up. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them that long, and then a 6-foot, a 4-foot, a 4-foot, and another 6 on the back for these shoot houses, and it works pretty good. So I think that's 8, 9, 10, takes like 11 of these boards per shoot house, and it's 4, there's 12 in a run. I have about 4 or 5 runs up there already. Yeah, I have enough for probably 2 or 3 weeks of building shoot houses like this. But the reason behind doing this is I'm trying to get them and let these dry. These will dry pretty quick, and we're wanting to paint some. We painted these shoot houses here. That one was already built. We painted it, and it took like 2 hours to paint that thing with a roller. And I said, that's taking way too long. So what we did was we drug out a bunch of these boards. It's just like this. It's rough cut looking plywood. It looks pretty cool. Laid them on the ground. We painted them. We're going to have 3 of them painted brown. It took 5 gallons of paint to paint these. And we got a little bit left for touch up. You know, it ain't a complete 5 gallons, but you can pretty much say it's 5 gallons. So we got that. We actually painted 1 sheet too many, but it'll be okay. And I got a bucket of green. We're going to paint these over here green. Well, I say that. We may build it raw. There was somebody called and wanted them raw, so we got one already built raw. If we build another one tomorrow, the next day that's raw, we'll be good to go. And but I got a 5-gallon bucket of green paint. I'm planning on doing that, and it's probably going to cost $100 a shoot house, maybe a little more to paint them. I gotta do the math. I think it's about $150 for the paint. So that's 50 bucks a shoot house roughly, and take in 20 bucks an hour. You make $10 profit off of it, just say. So I mean, you're at $100 a shoot house roughly. Even though we was able to knock it out faster, we painted all these before we cut them. It probably only took us an hour to paint these sheets. It's way faster, and we're gonna do that from now on. If we're gonna paint very many, I don't know if we're gonna paint many. I may not even offer to paint. Whatever we got painted is all we'll paint. If somebody wants us to paint it, we may paint them like that and charge $150 or $200, because I really don't want to paint them. It's a pain in the butt to paint, I ain't even gonna lie. But anyways, that you can see our nice 10 shoot house. We don't plan to build any more out of 10 either. It looks good, it looks real good, but it takes forever to build one of them, and it's such a pain in the butt. If we do build one out of 10, we're gonna build it a little different. I like it. That thing looks good. It'll last forever. But it's just a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's a little update. Give you a little snippet of the chop saw back there. We did get in 14 more elevator bracket things, so we can put them on 14 more shoot houses. But I feel like we'll probably build about 20 more shoot houses, maybe, if we have time. And that'll probably be a wrap for this year. I gotta go pick up 10 more shoot houses and 20 feed troughs. We're fixing to start building feed troughs also. I'm probably gonna come up here tomorrow evening if I feel like it, and work out me a design for feed troughs. It'll be coming in a later video. I'm probably gonna get one built and see how I like it, and I'll do a once over video, give you rough dimensions like I do, and if it seems pretty easy and I can build it pretty quick, I'll probably show you how I build it, but for the people who just needs to look at it. But it'll be another one of these long videos, because if you want me to show you how to build something, if it takes me an hour and a half to build it, you're going to watch an hour and a half video. That's just sort of how it is. I'm not going to click in and click out and edit and all that kind of stuff so that you get the good parts and don't get to see all the crap and all. I mean, I'll have a little stuff if I got to cut something, but just like my other videos, like building this stuff, you're gonna get to see the long version of it. But anyways, hope y'all liked the video. A little update this week at the sawmill. We finna start off the week tomorrow and try to knock a few shoot houses out. Oh yeah, we do got to, I didn't even think about it. We got to clean up this tin and stuff out the way here. But we got to cut more flooring and roofing. We're probably going to put this 4-inch stuff on the roof in a shoot house coming up. But we got to take that whole stack right there, chop it up. If it ain't enough in that, chop them all up. We're trying to clean up all this stuff. We may spend tomorrow chopping this stuff up right here, getting it all cleaned up, and having us plenty. We're gonna move this around. I told him we got to move this stuff and we're gonna take and turn them like that and sit the sawhorses down here, so the sawhorse will be sitting like this and like this instead of like this and this, because it gets tight right here with the tractor, and that's what we're trying to get away from. But it works out real good to take these long boards, chop them up at 6 feet intervals, just like we're gonna put them on the floor of the shoot house, and then run them through the edger. And they're 6 inches, and then we got 4 and 5 inch cut offs or whatever, and that works real good for the ceilings and stuff, once you get enough to cover a whole ceiling, or if you need something narrow to go in the floor, because even when we edge them, there's always one board we got to cut off some. We'll need a 5-inch board instead of a 6-inch, because I don't know how it seems to always work out that way, which it ain't 5 inches. It'll be 5 3/4 or something like that, because they crook bend a little bit, and you know, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm finna go feed animals and go to the house and rest up for work tomorrow. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you on the next video.